All right, guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing fine and you're doing great. Right, last week I was unable to make an analysis, right? But this week I am going to give it um, I'm going to give the time to really do that right now. All right. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all my subscribers on the YouTube channel. Thank you for always participating, right, and always asking questions anytime you are confused about one concept of or the other. And just like what I told you, right? Um, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you are just joining us for the first time, and also make sure you click the like button even before you start listening, because you know that as always, LPC will always deliver good content to you. And also, we have a Telegram channel that you can join, right? The link is in the description box, and also we have an Instagram page that you can also follow. All these social media handles is where we post all our analyses and details about what we do in our group day in, day out. Thank you for listening. So this week we are going to look at DXY, which is dollar index, right? I use this particular pair as an indicator, right? It's used to indicate where really I want the market to go to based on of the pairs I'm watching on dollar index, right? I mean, dollar pairs, right? Dollar pairs, right? The GBPUSD, Euro USD, USDCHF, and the like. So I'll be analyzing some of these pairs also in here. All right. So let's look at the weekly time frame. We can see the price has really been bearish, and we are here to break market structure. And just like what we marked last 2 weeks, because I didn't really make analysis last week, you can see the price is now sitting on this rejection block. Anyway, on the daily time frame, we can see that this particular zone is being rejected, and we have a liquidity grab in here on the daily time frame, which is looking good anyway. But let's see what can can we really expect now. I'll be expecting a little drop from here, maybe until price get to this block, and maybe take out this block and reject on this on the daily time frame before continuing up. But on the weekly time frame, it's surely bearish. But let's see what 4 hour time frame is saying. 4 hour time frame is also giving us that particular bias. Right, it took out liquidity, then price has already broken this particular block, right? So what we can expect is majorly, right, this coming week, what I can really expect is that I want price um to come back into this particular block. So what we can really expect is that price should accumulate this DXY, then go up, reject on this particular block, right, then drop down. All right, that is based on what I have seen on the weekly time frame, drop down into the 4 hour time frame. So this is what you can see, as you can see that there. But let's look at what 1 hour time frame is really telling us. Now, on the 1 hour time frame, we have a three pattern of maybe 4 1 2 3 4. Price has already broken down. Then, based on this fact, another reason why we can, I told you that we're looking to sell, and this sell on the 4 hour time frame shows that price should come back to this zone. So with this, we can as well go for a sell to buy. I mean, a buy to sell. What about that? Now, this is price sitting on this rejection zone, right? On the 1 hour time frame, we can see price taking out this liquidity. On a better still, I want price to come here, accumulate a bit, right? Then come back, take out Friday's low. And with that, we can see it go up and maybe come back to this block. Then before we see that drop. So these are the two ways that we can really expect this particular price action to move in this coming week. That is for DXY. So I'm expecting a buy to sell. But if this buy now happens to be what we hold price, all right, then that will be good. But what I look at, what I'm saying here is that price is already rejecting on this, so I'm expecting a bit of drop before any other thing. So that was why on the 1 hour time frame, I'm expecting this back here, right, based on the bullish zone that we actually have here. You can see this strong impulsive move. Then also on the daily, it has already broken structure here. Then also on the 4 hour, we have price also trending higher. So most of the reason, I mean, most likely why I'm actually looking at that particular area. And if that happens, good for me, all right, then maybe be looking for a very good zone for me to sell this pair. So my strong bias on this pair is actually to sell, right? Why my short time is just for me to buy. So I will be looking at my pattern, which one will uh, will really play out more, then that will make me to really follow that. So this will make me to go into um first one, euro USD, just like what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a buy to sell, right, on the 1 hour time frame, a buy to sell. So this implies that this should really give me a sell to buy. But let's see what is happening on the daily time frame. We can see a daily low has been taken. A daily low was taken in here, right? Daily low was taken, very 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 perfect. Then on the weekly time frame also, we see it's sitting just like what happened on the dollar index, though it is yet to be here. But so that's might really implies that now, just like what we said last week, I mean last 2 weeks, this particular zone might still be exposed, right? And this particular high can also still be exposed. So I'm very much bullish on this pair based on what is happening now. But on the daily time frame, right, we can actually see that there's another thing that is happening. Price is taking out liquidity here, and for us to also expect another liquidity graph from here, it might really take us a very long time, right? Because this is now daily time frame. It might not really be an intra week trade, just like the analysis we always paint. But anyway, it would have really been better if this could really happen. But nevertheless, we have KOB sitting right beside here, and this particular zone can really push price up. So on the 4 hour time frame, what do we have here? So price gave us a 3 8 or 4 8 1 2 3 4, right? So based on this fact, there is something I always look out for. If that is not present, then I will really be looking for another opportunity. Now this is a low. I will go to maybe 15 minutes time frame or 4 hour time frame. On my 15 minutes time frame, it actually shows that pattern. So most likely this particular low can be taken out, this particular low that I've marked, or price will just come back and reject off this particular trade for us to really buy this pair up. So on that note, what can we see? Are we seeing a sell to buy? A sell to buy? Can we really say that there maybe this particular zone? This is a rejection zone, as you can see. Maybe we put it at this, then we want this particular low to be, I mean, high to be broken. Price should go up, come back to where we want it to be, right? And all right, this way. Pardon me, my line is really very very not straight. So let me put it this way, right? This eye like this, so we can really expect Friday's eye to be taken. This I also to be taking price reject of this, right, and drop down, maybe come to this particular block, then that can actually be our sell, right, to buy, right, just like what we can actually see. So this will be in line with our bias that we have seen on the weekly time frame, right? Then the daily time frame also is taking out liquidity, which is supporting the buy. The 4 hour time frame is also taking out liquidity, which is also supporting the buy. Then the 1 hour time frame, what can we say on the 1 hour time frame? We also have 1 2 3, right? So with this manner, we're expecting a retracement up down before we buy it. So but I'm really expecting a selling trade, and if the price will not get here, maybe price will just reject off this and just drop down. So I just know that I will surely catch either the sell or the buy here if my pattern really appears, and that will really make me to trade both ways, right? I can trade both ways and actually get my 1 to 20 minimum or 1 to 10 on minimum risk reward ratio. I can really get on this trade and just get out of this trade, right? This pair alone can really give me my percentage um target for the week. But anyway, we just have to see how this really play out. So looking at the weekly time frame also, on the on GBPUSD. Now let's see the weekly. Right, this is also sitting on the rejection block, or nevertheless, this has already taken out liquidity, which is actually is something of concern to me. Anyway, on the daily time frame, we can see that price is taking out liquidity, then also rejecting off a block. Now on the 4 hour time frame here, right, on the 4 hour time frame, what can we see? 4 hour time frame is also taking out liquidity, and price is really dropping in this manner, right? From we have to go to daily time, I mean 1 hour time frame, right? Also giving my perfect zone 3 8 pattern. So I'm really expecting a liquidity grab before that will happen, and that liquidity grab I will be expecting. I will not just trade this anyway. If I'm looking at the rejection block, either this or this, what I really want to see is that price should retrace a bit, form a low, go up, then create a liquidity grab before I'm going to choose either this particular zone or this zone to trade. So trading a liquidity, choosing liquidity grab or painting the liquidity grab will mean that I want to see liquidity grab take place, reject off this or reject off this before I want to buy. But nevertheless, right, this is a rejection zone, as you can see. So just as this particular price is painting, we can expect, right, a sell to buy. Just like what I told you, you can also trade both ways, just anticipating the major direction you're looking at. But that doesn't mean that there's not another pattern that can be painted for you, right? This particular low, right? So we have another Friday's high here, which can also be taken out, price reject of that, then come back to this zone or come back to this zone before we see it go up. So a sell to buy that we are really expecting on this pair. So with that, we go to our next pair, which is USDCHF. USDCHF also on the weekly time frame is sitting on the KOB, which is in line with what we have seen earlier, right, on dollar index, taking out liquidity here, right, and sitting on this particular um, candle, right, sitting on that particular candle. So hit that zone, then come back here. So what can we really see? So this particular low can still be taken out anyway. So on the daily time frame, we have the same pattern, just the same pattern, take out liquidity. Though it would be better for me to see under liquidity, but there is no problem. Let's just trade what we see and not what we think will happen. Just like what I used to say, always trade what you think. Now, this will be the major zone I will be expecting price to really pull back to if that will happen, or this particular um, uh, uh, doji that we can actually see in here. So let's look at 1 hour time frame or even 30 minutes time frame to see what we might likely see. So I'm expecting this is 1, 2, 3, right? So I'm expecting price to really trace up before I am going to trade, or I can't really see any reason for me to buy this pair now. All right, so I can't really buy this pair and I can't sell it here. I'm just waiting for the best opportunity for it to retrace up. But if that buying opportunity will paint, that will mean that it's sitting not sitting on a good block anyway. So this low have to be taken out, and that is when price has really accumulate, then probably come back, then pull back to this, then drop. Basically, I will trade what the price will actually pay to me, not what I think and not what I've actually figured out that this might really be what will happen. Now on dollar end, I mean Euro JPY, this price has actually been going in the same direction in for weeks now. So on daily time frame, right, so it's also not clear, though this has created an opportunity for us to really take our liquidity here, whereby we already have an SOB being painted here. I mean that has been painted, I mean has already painted already, then a KOB beside the structure, which is still an opportunity for us. Let's see. So we should really be looking for a buy that can now fill up this particular KOB or this SOB in here. Now on the 4 hour time frame, let's see what we might likely see. All right, this is a liquidity zone that this price has created. Is price going to get here? I don't really know, but I love liquidity being taken before I will trade. So based on that, if this low is exposed, fine, we'll just look for a buying opportunity until price will get this area, then we sell it. But nevertheless, there is an NOB in here that we can actually trade from. So with this particular perspective, this is a rejection zone here. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, so we can expect price to take out this liquidity here or maybe form another liquidity, right? As price is accumulating around this area, accumulate more, take out this liquidity, right, and form another liquidity until it comes to this zone, and we can now buy it up to that stage, right? Up to which stage this particular liquidity grab price gets here, then cannot trade. So I will be looking for a buying opportunity much more. And that doesn't mean that price can also not reject on this block that you have here and just continue to go higher. Just trade based on the direction that the price will give to you and not just what you think. Right. So the next pair will be CADJPY, and as you can see, this to call liquidity here, right? Though I will be expecting another liquidity and it's around that area. On the daily weekly time frame, you can see this hub daily time frame, which actually still up, just like what we have on um EURJPY. We have another liquidity zone here that should really be taken out. I still believe that this price is not really expansive enough down, so it can still continue up. So with this view, right, uh we have something around this area. I cannot buy this pair here, so I have to look for a very best way for me to buy it, which will really be this particular zone. That is the best zone for me to really buy this pair. So with that, let's go to 1 hour time frame. right? We have a lot of liquidity here before price will come to this area, which is quite still good. And on the 15 minutes time frame, I've seen that price has taken out liquidity, and we have two liquidity graph above that. Is either this also give us another liquidity grab, then price drop until we get to that buying zone, or price will just reject all of these and just continue to drop. Either of it too. So the next pair we're going to look at is gold, right? And on the daily time frame, you can see it has already taken out liquidity here. Weekly time frame is rejecting of a block, which we might likely see it go up much more, right? Then let's say 4 hour time frame. The 4 hour time frame, price is really compressing up, right? Price is really compressing up. It's not really expensive, so I'm expecting a sell on this pair. Maybe after it will be restructure, because we already have 1 2 3, then price is now doing this. Maybe it will just break this particular high with an impulsive move and just come back to retest that zone. Then that will really confirm the selling we've actually seen. The buying we've seen on the weekly time frame, because my ultimate target on the weekly time frame is still this area. As you can see that, then on the daily time frame, we can see that it has already taken out liquidity while it's reject. Right, you did not get there, but just the FVG here to get off that block. So this makes sense to me that this trade is much of a buying opportunity for me. So I will be looking for buying opportunity rather than selling. But if that selling will now happen, maybe when price take out this high, right, something around this area, then I will be looking for a selling opportunity, maybe to look to buy it around this area, right? So that is what I'll be expecting on gold, right, this coming week. All right, let me just mark that so that you will see it. Right. So the next pair will be USD30, and on the daily time frame, this pair has been going higher. Most likely this particular zone will be exposed. So the only thing I can just focus on is just for me to get a buying opportunity on this pair. Let's say 4 hour time frame, price is up. 1 hour time frame is still up. We just look for a retracement and continue to buy this pair up. So that's the only thing I'm expecting on that in US30. Then US Tech, which is NASDAQ, right? We have price just trending higher, right, on the weekly time frame. So we are still very, very, very much stronger on this pair. So we just look for opportunity to buy this pair rather than selling it to call liquidity here. And the only thing we can see um, is that it's just going higher. Just look for retracement, buy it at a good OB, then you'll be good with this pair. And if it drop well, we just know it has actually gone very far on the 1 hour time frame. So better still, this is a good zone to buy this pair if price really retraces back into that zone, right? Because price has really been dropping in a compressed manner, then it gave us this particular impulsive move in there, right? So guys, this is what I have for you this week. I hope you enjoy this content, and I'm sorry I've really been up and down, really trying to prepare some a personal events that I'm actually planning for myself, right? So that's why I've not really been active. So you can study this, right? And if you have any question, you can just contact me on my mail, right? You can contact me on my mail or my telegram. Now my mail, right, is shola, right, is 60 at gmail.com, right? Or on telegram, my username on telegram, right, is online trader 16, right? So you can contact me, right, and we'll get talking on that. And as many people that look forward to us mentorship, you can contact me so that you can get details concerning it. I hope you've learned much more in this section. And if you have any question, just like what I said, you can contact me, and then I will do well to answer you. So until next time, have a good trading week, and make sure you are profitable this week. God bless you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Take care of yourself. I love you all.